guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. Just thinking about whether that's a little bit glary, but I don't think it is. This is the 5th book that I have read for the Man Booker Shortlist, and it is my favourite by far. This tells the story of Abraham Lincoln and his son Willie, who died when he was about, I want to say sort of like 8 or 9 years old. And, you know, it's a well-known historical fact that he died, but you're told that right at the beginning of the book as well. And it's about, in some ways, it's about Lincoln's grief and, you know, a father's grief because his son has died. But it's about a lot more than that as well. It's told in a really unique and wonderful way. So there are these little snippets, as I can show you. Yeah, you can see. So some of the chapters are told like this, and what you're getting is snippets from history books that Saunders has obviously used from his research, and he's just basically quoting from those books, and that's the kind of way that bit of the narrative is told. But then there are other sections of the book, like these sections here, where you still get what is kind of like quotations, but these are snippets of sort of narration from ghosts that are in the graveyard where Lincoln's son Willie has been laid to rest. And it was such a unique way of telling a story, but it was so entertaining and really thought-provoking, and I just loved the style. I thought the style was brilliant. It reminded me in some sort of senses of The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, just because they've got that whole element of these ghosts and the story is being told at points from these ghosts' point of view. You're getting to kind of see what life might be like on the other side, and I quite liked George Saunders' interpretation of that. But also getting an insight into this particular historical period. This is told through the backdrop of the American Civil War, so it's February 1862. So you get little snippets of kind of what's going on with the American Civil War, Lincoln's presidency, how other people are viewing what's going on and what he's doing as president. And I'd never really thought about or learnt much about that before. It's told over one night, and I think that was really powerful just because so much happened in one night. Yeah, and I just found it incredible. It was just incredible. I didn't know whether I was going to like this, just because when I opened the book when I first got it and saw these kind of strange what looked like snippets and bits and pieces, I thought, well, that's a really weird way of telling a story, and you know, perhaps I'm not going to like it, but I loved it. It was absolutely brilliant. It really, really was. The ghosts in here are so funny to listen to. There were a couple of ghosts who swore quite a lot, and listening to them two speak was really hilarious. And at the same time, you kind of got other ghost narration that gave you an insight into it was almost like a social commentary of the 19th century in America, because of these little snippets of lives you were getting from these ghosts, and I thought that was really, really clever, and it kept me engaged. It was so easy to read just because of how it was told, because you had these snippets from people, and I think I read this in 2 or 3 days, perhaps 4, but obviously because I'm going to work at the same time. But this is a book that you could easily finish in a couple of sittings. Yeah, really, really recommend it. I think this is going to be my favourite. I haven't read 4321 yet, I've just started that now, so I don't know, but I'm guessing it is going to be my favourite, and I would definitely recommend it. So there you go guys, that was my review of Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below. Have you read this? What did you think of it? Do you think you're going to pick it up now that I've talked about it? Thanks very much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.